Okay, so I decided to do a quick video of my hobby workbench. So this is where I work on models and stuff. Don't really work on models as often as I'd like to, but I'm slowly going through some stuff. You know, you may have already seen the Tamiya Honda Fit video, the series that I've been doing, and I'm currently also working on Voltron. The vehicle Voltron, also known as Diarugger 15. So anyhow, this is, oh, I guess I'll start from up here. Okay, so this is a work lamp that a friend from work gave to me, and it's an incandescent bulb. It's super hot. I don't like using it, especially not in the summer. Got a bottle of Pledge Future, and 70% alcohol. Around here, you got Tamiya Airbrush cleaner, acrylic thinner, and lacquer thinner. And up here, this is a neat little thing I picked up on my last trip to Japan. I got this at a 100 yen store. It's a little organizer. Up here, 91% alcohol. These are some nice high quality brushes I never even gotten around to use yet. Picked these up in Japan. Got Tester's Model Master Airbrush thinner. It's enamel thinner. Zippo lighter fluid. Some more Tester's enamel thinner. Little glass pipettes. Got little plastic ones. I got my smaller alligator clips. These are my Tamiya paint stirrer sticks. These are really nice. I used to use toothpicks all the time, but I got tired of just wasting toothpick after toothpick. Plus also, I guess some people use nails, but heck, these are pretty awesome. I don't know why they don't sell them here. And check out, this is a neat little sticker I got from the Tamiya store. Toothpicks. Got a little Zaku figure here. Oops, I put this away. Testers, the toxic kind. I like the smell of this. I know it's like toxic and stuff, but I don't know. It smells kind of like oranges to me. It's a kind of citrusy smell. It smells kind of really nostalgic, like my childhood. These are like little figures of, they're kind of dusty, little figures of Fujiko from Lupin the Third. These were like little Pepsi, came in like on top of Pepsi bottles. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm skipping ahead here. Here's a bunch of clips. When I'm clipping and clamping down to glue stuff. This is Micro Set and Micro Sol. And in here, it's not much. I have a few Tamiya enamel paints. And then I have some of the Tamiya cotton swabs in there. So, actually this kind of goes in here. I'll get to that later. So, in here, top drawer, this is just a little plastic hobby drawer thingy. That's where I have all my spray cans. I got Mr. Color spray in black, and thought I had a blue one. Oh yeah, here it is. Gundam Color spray blue. Some Tamiya. This is gunmetal and metallic black, so on and so forth. I got Tester's Dull Coat, and I got Tester's Glass Coat. And here is my set of Tamiya acrylics. Down here, not much. I got Mr. Hobby Super Clear, I got flat and gloss, and this is Mr. Hobby Surfacer. This is just an empty bottle. This is empty as well. This is the color I used for the shard Zaku that I made with my wife many years ago, about 3 years ago, and I got some surface primer. So over here, in between here, I have several different sheets of Tamiya. My mind's drawn a blank. Sandpaper, duh. So I've got a whole bunch of that. This is from my childhood here. Got Transformers ruler. I use that for drawing lines and cutting straight. This is my Tom Servo. Pretty neat. I love MST3K, and that came with the DVD box set. Up here on top, this is Mayto from Galaxy Express 3.9, and I got Mr. Color Thinner, Mr. Color Leveling Thinner, and Mr. Paint Remover. This is all my Gunze stuff, my Mr. Hobby. Tamiya Extra Thin Cement, Mr. Mark Setter, and Mr. Mark Softer. It's the same thing as this, but I read on a forum somewhere that the Microsol works better for American and European model decals, water slide decals, and the Mr. Mark Setter and Softer work better for Japanese decals. I don't know if that's true or not, but and here we go, Mr. White Base, or Base White 1000. It's just for brushing on. This is Shin Kazama. I painted this a while back. I guess I can't zoom in. It doesn't focus very well. But this is hand painted, and it came with a Area 88 plastic model I bought. I haven't put together the airplane yet, but I painted. I went through this phase where I just did nothing but painting anime figures. So in here, Tamiya putty and polishing compound. In here, I guess I'll take it down here. X-Acto knife. Got some Tamiya decal scissors. There's a crappy side cutter I got just for the heck of it. And then I got a super nice Tamiya one. This is super nice. Real sharp, real precise. This is just a generic tweezers I got from, I don't know what the company is. It's just some generic thing I got in Japan. And more specifically for decals, I got this pretty cool it's Tamiya decal tweezers. So that's my tools. Up here, these are sponge files, like sand pads, and Mr. Hobby paint trays. There's another glass pipette I've yet to use. These are little spongy swab applicators. Actually, it's makeup applicators. I got this at the cosmetic department at a grocery store. And this is obviously my masking. And this is paint stir. I don't need this. This is what my these little paint stir sticks came on. And back here is the tester's glue nozzles, but I found it best just to make a little pool on a newspaper and just dip the like a toothpick in the pool of glue and apply it easier that way. Little paint tray. This is my basic file set, Tamiya replacement X-Acto. I got some emery boards in here. Have the non-toxic stuff. I got some cheap throwaway crappy paintbrushes in here as well. Okay, so going down here, got some Gundam markers. This is Magistar. This is actually alcohol-based marking pens as well, and I've used this and they seem just as good as the Gundam pens, but look, this is like 100 yen versus like 189 yen for the Gundam markers. So you decide. The little eraser for correcting mistakes with the Gundam marker. So big fat Gundam markers. Here's gold and silver. Haven't used them yet. Let me just pull this out. Gundam marker set. This is just a basic set. And here is specifically for weathering. This is, I don't know why I even have these actually. My mom-in-law was throwing these out, so I grabbed them. I don't think these are really good for modeling though. I just threw them in here. Posca pens. Holy crap, these are cool. I learned about, well, my wife had these from, way back when. She grew up with Posca. She's Japanese. I had this book on building Gundam models, and Posca, these work nicer than Gundam markers, the big fat Gundam markers. I use these, like for example, if you use like the Gundam yellow here, for if you're going to light up their eyes, like painting the Gundam eyes, I've found that the Posca, it looks so much sharper, much brighter, much better colors. Very nice. And I got these brush pens. I don't think I even really need these. I haven't even used them really. So, but yeah, Posca, look into it. See if you can get some. I know I found them on eBay. I bought these in Japan, of course, but you can get them for a decent price on eBay, it seems. Oops, oh no, take care of Tom Servo. Alright, so down in this, got some, this is kind of all by itself. This is just Mr. Color. Got Gundam colors, a little set of Gundam. I haven't actually used any of these yet. I used to do a whole bunch of Gundam models, but I didn't paint hardly any of them at all, so I didn't even really touch these yet. So now that I'm starting to paint everything, I'm going to start getting into this. I've never airbrushed with lacquer before, but I'll get into it eventually. Yeah, this is Testors Model Master Acrylics. Tamiya Weathering. Got soot, rust, snow, rust, gunmetal, and silver. Pretty neat, huh? This is just stuff I'm currently working on here. So in this drawer, nothing but Testors enamels. Got the Model Master enamels as well in here. And this is my Tamiya cutting mat where everything's on. This is a neat little thingy. I got this, it was just a freebie. It came in I believe it was a Hobby Japan magazine. It came as a free. It was just a little Gundam cutting mat. It's nice for portable use. In the Looney Tunes cup, I got some cotton swabs and a bunch of paint brushes. This one is good for dry brushing because it's kind of a crappy brush. Aquanet. The hairspray is for, I bought this about a year or so ago. I was doing Star Wars snow speeder, and I was trying the salt weathering technique, and I used water, and it turned out disgusting. It was just all splotchy. I've heard that if you use hairspray instead, it works a lot better, and it doesn't mess up the paint. Delta Ceram Coat. This is what I've used for painting all the anime figures and such. Here's another Maytail. Yeah, I didn't paint this though. This is just a gashapon. In the back, that's Sergeant Frog, Kenro Gunso, Star Wars action figures. This is Chihaya from Idolmaster. And I have one on the PSP, but I haven't really got into it much yet. And this is actually the endocrine system, or what would you call it? the male reproductive organs and stuff. This was actually a gashapon my wife found, and pretty weird. A part of me, I'm kind of tempted to like get, you know, cut off the penis and like paint it and like attach it to a Gundam and call him Robocock or something. That'd be pretty cool. Excellent from Super Robot Tyson gashapon. Pretty nice. I just use this for painting. It's just a Ramune bottle. This is a model I made. This is the first totally 100% airbrushed model I had made, which is the Nautilus from Nadia. And the Nadia figure, I hand painted this as well using the Delta Ceram coats, just like the Area 88 up here. So this is a little R2-D2 unit I picked up. Well, it's not R2-D2 because it's green. I don't know what his name is, I forget, but it's pretty neat. And this is the little Ridakuma trash box. So down here, this is styrofoam. This is where I stick, you know, when I'm using the alligator clip thingies. I got a whole stack of them over here. Just impale them into the styrofoam to let them dry. This is good to have. Something like this. This is my airbrush. Pache airbrush. And this is the airbrush compressor. I'm not going to pull it out because it's heavy. There you go. And latex gloves. Yay. This is the die rigger model I'm working on. Honda Fit. This is my spray painting mask. So this is the plastic bag from the Tamiya plastic model factory I went to. There's a couple years worth of Hobby Japan. Actually, it's maybe like a year and a half worth. And this is an old Hobby Japan one. And I also had Dengeki Hobby. I had a subscription to both of those, but they were just getting like really pricey, and I kind of gave up. Just extra cloth for wiping stuff off with. Hobby Japan. This is more recent Dengeki Hobby. And in here, they're kind of wedged in tight, but I have some how-to manuals from Fine Scale Modeler and some individual issues of Fine Scale Modeler. So this is a neat little video on, I got this, I think, yeah, it was Dengeki Hobby. Dengeki Hobby's also made some pretty cool magazines. I don't know if I can pull them out or not, but this is the Gundam building. Little how-to. Oh, actually, this is Hobby Japan. Pretty cool. It's my cell phone. So anyhow, oh, and this is just a milk carton for practicing my airbrush to make sure that the paint's going on smooth before I start applying it to the model. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is my Tamiya apron I use when I spray paint.